So before doing Surds, we should know some exponential properties. If you remember, we did that if the base is same, first law is product law of exponent. Suppose we have 5 square times 5 to the power 7. So, and they both have 5, 5. This is called base and this is exponent. So, when they are in multiplication, only this, then we apply it. So, we add the power 2 plus 7, which will give you 9. So, the answer is going to be 5 to the power 9, right?
Mm.
If the exponent are, let's take some other base. Let's say we have 10 raised to power 2 over 10 raised to power 3. Because they are in division, same base, both of them have 10 and 10. So we subtract. We always subtract lower power from upper. So 2 minus 3, this will give us 10 raised to power negative 1. We can convert it into positive power by writing it as 1 over 10 to the power positive 1. If we put 1 in the numerator, this negative power will become positive. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Can you tell me how much is this? 2 to the power 5 over 2 to the power 3. I mean 20 to the power 5 over 23.
20 to the power 2.
2. Very good. Then the other law you should remember is if we have two power like this, we can multiply them. So we can multiply 4 and 3. 4 times 3 is 12. So this will be 2 to the power 12. Okay.
Okay.
Suppose
Yeah.
we have 6 square and 6 to the power 5 over 6 to the power 3. Can you tell me how much is this? 6 square.
6 to the power 7, right?
And then in denominator we have 6 cube. So the
Yeah.
final answer will be
6 to the power 4, right?
4 exactly, because they are in division, so we subtract. So this is the background knowledge you should know have when we are doing before doing search. Now Surds means like if you have any number inside root and you don't get a perfect number. Like suppose if you take square root of 4 is 2, square root of 9 is 3, square root of 16 is 4. So these are not surds because they are giving us perfect, they are perfect square number, right? But square root of 18, this is a surd because we don't know how much it is going to be. So how to find that square root of 18 or square root of any number? So what we do for that, we use factorization. Suppose we have square root of 128. Let's take this question. So 128 we can do factorization. Okay,
Yes.
because this is even number, we can divide it by 2. So if we divide it by 2, how much we'll get?
64.
64. Again we divide it by 2.
32.
32. Again
um 16.
16. Again we can
Yeah.
divide it by 2. Even numbers.
Yes, ma'am. 8,
8. Then
then 4, and then 2.
4, and then 2, and then we have to keep doing until we get 1 here. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. So we are dividing this number with this number and writing our answer here. Okay, now we need to check how many pairs of, because this is a square root, so we need to make group of 2. Same numbers should be there with group of 2. Let me take some other color. So here we have one group, two group, and three group. For each group of same number, we will write it one time. Like
Yes,
this
ma'am.
will give us 1, 2, this will give us. But here this there is no group, so we'll leave it like this. Now we multiply these numbers. So 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8. So we got 8. This 8 will come outside square root, and whatever is without pair or without group, we write it inside square root or
Okay,
root.
ma'am.
So we have the answer of square root of 128. When we have to simplify it without using calculator, we get 8 square root 2. This is what we have already done, right? Remember?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Also, you should know these rules for solving surds. If you have two numbers like square root of 2 times square root of 3, you can multiply them. And this is going to be 3 times 2 square root 6. If they both are in square root, if one is like 2 and other is square root 3, this is just going to be 2 square root 3. You cannot write it as square root 6. This will be wrong because 2 is without root. When both of them are under root, then you can do this. This is what this is explaining here. Okay, that square root of
Okay.
a b, um, we can write them separately or times them. Other thing is, if we have square root of 12 over square root of 6, we can make a one square root and we can write them like this together. Okay, so we can divide them, like 12 divided by 6 is 2, right? So this will be square root 2. Okay, this is what
Yes,
it
ma'am.
is explaining. This is this part. So yeah, this is how we simplify bigger numbers like square root 128. I told you about factorization. But if you have smaller numbers, suppose square root 2, 12. So square root 12, we can check what is there any perfect number, a perfect square number, which we multiply with other number and get 12. For example, 4 times 3 is 12. And square root of 4 times square root of 3, we can write them like this, right? And square root of
Yes.
4, it gives us a number without square root, it is a perfect square number, so 2 square
Yes.
root 3, right? So when
Okay.
it is a
Yeah.
smaller number, we can directly break it into two numbers, one of them which should be a perfect square. And if there is a bigger number, use factorization method. Okay,
Okay.
then
Yeah.
rationalizing denominator. So whenever we have if our denominator is um, if our denominator is having a square root number, we need to rationalize it. Rationalizing meaning we need to remove, we need to get rid of that denominator. For example, 1 square root 3. In denominator, we are having square root number, right? So
Yes, ma'am.
to get rid of this, what we need to do, we will multiply numerator and denominator, both of them, with square root 3. Now, how do we multiply fractions? This with this. This will give me square root 3, and this with this, which is just 3, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now you can see we have denominator without square root. This is called rationalizing. Okay. If we have 1
Okay.
over 3 square 3 plus square root 2. So this plus square root 2, when you rationalize it, you write this question as it is, but you have to multiply it with opposite sign. If it is plus, this will become minus 3 minus square root 2 over 3 minus square root 2. You have to multiply numerator and denominator, both of them, to make a balance.
Okay.
Now multiply this like the way we multiply fractions. So one time this is going to be 3 minus square root 2, and then these two. This, remember, a square minus b square is a
Yes.
plus b and a minus b, this identity, because this is a
Mm.
plus b and this is a minus b. So you can convert it into a square minus b square. A is 3, 3 square minus b is square root 2. Square root 2 square is just 2, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So this will give us 3 minus square root 2 over 3 square is 9 minus 2, which is just going to be 7. So I'm going to write here 7. Now you can see with the denominator, we don't have a square root in denominator, right? 7 without square root. This is what rationalize means.
Ma'am, wait, I'm sorry, but like, could you explain again, like, how we got 7, like, in the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
denominator?
Let me take
Okay.
it on white blank page. 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay. This is the question. Hmm. So for rationalizing, what do? We need to, there is a square root denominator. We need to get rid of this. What should I do? Multiply with
Um, Multiply with 3 minus square root 2.
both numerator and denominator.
Okay. Yeah.
Now we multiply these two which is going to be 3 minus square root 2,
3
right?
minus square root. Yeah.
If you multiply these two, if you check, they are in this format, a plus b and a
Yes.
minus b, which is equals to a square minus b square. Can you convert
Yes.
this? Can you tell me what should I write here in denominator?
3 square, um,
Hmm.
yeah, 3 square,
3 square
minus,
minus,
square root 2 square, right?
exactly,
Yeah.
which is, this is 3 minus square root 2 over 3 square is
Yeah. Um, 9, right? Yes, 9.
9 minus square root of
Um,
2 square is
2.
2.
Yes.
So 9
Okay.
minus 2 is
7.
7. So this is our final answer. You can see in denominator, now we have a number without square root. This is called rationalizing.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now I will give you this question. 1 minute. Can you try this question? This C.
Okay, ma'am.
This one.